Frozen 2 is a 2019 American computer-animated musical fantasy film produced by Walt Disney Animation Studios as their 58th film and the sequel to Frozen, 2013. Directed by Chris Buck and Jennifer Lee, from a screenplay by Lee, and produced by Peter Del Vecho, the film stars Kristen Bell, Idina Menzel, Josh Gad, and Jonathan Groff. Set 3 years after the first film, Frozen 2 follows sisters Anna and Elsa, Kristoff, his reindeer Sven, and the snowman Olaf as they travel to an enchanted forest to unravel the origin of Elsa's magical power. The film was greenlit in March 2015 after a company debate about whether it would be perceived as inferior to the original. It used more complex, enhanced animation technology than Frozen, and was an interdepartmental collaboration. Kristen Anderson Lopez and Robert Lopez returned as songwriters, and Christoph Beck again composed the music. The film was translated into 46 languages and was accompanied by Into the Unknown, making Frozen 2 a documentary series. Frozen 2 premiered in Los Angeles on November 7, 2019, and was released in the United States on November 22. The film received generally positive reviews for its craftsmanship, delivery, and themes. Its narrative and focus drew some criticism, and the music had a mixed reaction. Frozen 2 earned $1.450 billion worldwide, finishing its theatrical run as the third highest grossing film of 2019, the 10th highest grossing film of all time, and the second highest grossing animated film of all time. It had the highest grossing worldwide opening of all time for an animated film. Frozen 2 received several awards and nominations, 2 Annie Awards and nominations for a BAFTA, 2 Golden Globes, and 2 Grammys. At the 92nd Academy Awards, the film's Into the Unknown was nominated for Best Original Song. King Agnar of Arendelle tells his daughters Elsa and Anna that their grandfather, King Runeard, forged a treaty with the neighboring tribe of Northuldra by building a dam in the enchanted forest, their homeland. A fight occurs, resulting in Runeard's death and enraging the forest's classical elements of earth, fire, water, and air. The elements disappear, and a wall of mist traps everyone in the forest. Agnar barely escapes, helped by an unknown savior. 3 years after her coronation, Elsa celebrates autumn in the kingdom with Anna, the snowman Olaf, the iceman Kristoff, and Kristoff's reindeer Sven. One night, Elsa hears a mysterious voice calling her. She follows it, unintentionally awakening the elemental spirits and forcing everyone in the kingdom to evacuate. The rock troll colony arrives, and Grandpappy tells them that Elsa and the others must set things right by uncovering the truth about the past. Elsa, Anna, Olaf, Kristoff and Sven follow the mysterious voice, and travel to the enchanted forest. The mist parts at Elsa's touch, while the air spirit appears as a tornado, catching everyone in its vortex before Elsa stops it by forming ice sculptures. She and Anna discover that the sculptures are images from their father's past, and encounter the Northuldra and a troop of Arendellian soldiers who are still in conflict with one another. When the fire spirit appears, Elsa discovers that it is an agitated magical salamander and calms it. Elsa and Anna arrange a truce between the soldiers and the Northuldra after discovering that their mother, Queen Idina, was a Northuldran who had saved Agnar, an Arendellian. They later learn about a fifth spirit, who will unite the people with the magic of nature. Elsa, Anna, and Olaf continue north, leaving Kristoff and Sven behind. They find their parents' wrecked ship and a map with a route to Artohallen, a mythical river said to explain the past. Elsa sends Anna and Olaf to safety, and continues alone. She encounters and tames the NKK, the water spirit who guards the sea to Artohallen. Elsa discovers that the voice calling to her is the memory of young Idina's call. Her powers are a gift from nature because of Idina's selfless saving of Agnar, and Elsa is the fifth spirit. She learns that the dam was built as a ruse to reduce Northuldran resources, because of Runyard's contempt for the tribe's connection with magic and his intention to destroy them and incorporate their region into the kingdom. Elsa learns that Runyard began the conflict by killing the unarmed Northuldran leader in cold blood. She sends this information to Anna before she becomes frozen, causing Olaf to fade away when she ventures into the most dangerous part of Artohallen. Anna concludes that the dam must be destroyed for peace to be restored. She awakens the Jotun, and lures them towards the dam. They hurl boulders, destroying the dam and sending a flood down the fjord towards the kingdom. Elsa thaws out and returns to Arendelle, diverting the flood and saving the kingdom. As the mist disappears, she rejoins Anna and revives Olaf. Anna accepts Kristoff's marriage proposal. Elsa explains that she and Anna are the bridge between the people and the magical spirits. Anna then becomes Queen of Arendelle. Elsa becomes the protector of the enchanted forest, who visits Arendelle since peace has been restored. In a post-credit scene, Olaf visits Elsa's ice palace and recounts the events to Marshmallow, a snow monster created by Elsa as palace guard, and the Snowgeese, miniature snowmen inadvertently generated by Elsa on Anna's 19th birthday. The indigenous Sami people were historically associated with reindeer, and identified with the animal's strength. Trude Vonneland wrote that a female divinity emphasized female contributions with themes including unity, courage, hope, friendship, and truth. Elsa attempted to send Anna away because she was concerned about her sister's safety. In animation, female characters embody female images as a whole. The film's female characters are emotionally diverse, motivated by social status and awakening of feminism. The elegant, noble Elsa wants to be free and live a normal life, and Anna is dreamy, cheerful and enthusiastic, both acted to defend their kingdom from danger. Frozen 2 has been interpreted as a critique of colonialism and as advocating reparation. Before Elsa and Anna were born, their grandfather King Runyard built a dam for the Northuldra tribe. Ostensibly a gift, the dam weakens the tribe's magical power. Runyard's plot fails after he murders the leader of Northuldra and war breaks out. The forest spirits which preside over Northuldra shroud it in an impenetrable mist, preventing anyone from leaving or entering. The Northuldra are modeled on the Sami people, indigenous to Scandinavia and northwestern Russia, who experienced discrimination as pagans reputed to be skilled in magic and witchcraft. In 1609, King Christian IV of Denmark wrote that the Sami were adept at magic, and no mercy should be granted in cases involving Sami sorcery. Nordic missionaries confiscated or destroyed religious items and sites and built churches to supplant Sami shamanism. the Northuldra Dam reflects Sami history. A hydroelectric power station was built on the Alta Elva River in Norway from 1979 to 1981. The controversial Verdnejava Dam flooded a Sami village, disrupting traditional hunting and herding. Slate critic Inku Kang said that although Frozen 2 was obviously influenced by Sami history, the Northuldra may also be interpreted as representing displaced Native Americans. Arundel can be seen as representing the United States colonial past, evocative of the embellished life of Pocahontas. The Northuldra are presented in an appealing way, romanticized as a people with magical power who live in harmony with the spiritual and physical worlds. While Elsa attempts to find out who was calling her, Anna destroys the dam to make amends to the Northuldra for Arendel's mistakes. Elsa's last-minute intervention prevents the destruction of the kingdom, but Anna destroys the dam in the belief that Elsa is dead. According to Kang, the film promotes reparations for past atrocities. Matt Goldberg wrote that the symbolism of the film's ending is undercut by having Elsa save Arundel, instead of rebuilding the kingdom elsewhere. Racial issues in Frozen 2 are mitigated by making Elsa and Anna half Northuldran, and their mother is depicted as a heroine who saved their father, King Agnar, from death during the battle. Frozen's all-white characters were controversial. The sequel's characters are somewhat more diverse, but still stereotypical. Jennifer Baldwin described Frozen 2 as a film about trauma, transformation, and faith community's more active role in environmental repair. Trauma is caused by the dam, which weakens the elemental spirits. Olaf describes the forest as a place of transformation, venturing into the unknown, befriending the spirits and the indigenous Northuldra, and confronting trauma. Elsa gains the trust of the spirits, each leading her closer to the truth and her transformation into one of the elements. Anna employs the trolls, symbolic of the earth, to break the dam, symbolic of trauma and mistrust, and gains her own strength, independent of her relationship with Elsa. According to Baldwin, this encourages the audience to adopt more sustainable practices, make amends, and work together to preserve the natural world. The film can introduce young children to environmental issues, such as climate change. Lauren Dundes describes Elsa's relationship with the mythological horse Nkk and concludes that her skills as a horse whisperer do not threaten men's ascendancy. These themes show how Disney balked at modernizing Elsa, retreating to outdated conceptions of gender roles. According to Tia Prilianti-Putri, the film's female characters were uniquely heroic or villainous. Nearkania Warti wrote that Frozen 2's feminist message was subtle and realistic.